What's going on, guys? We are back today with another video. I should say tonight. I am recording this at about 11:20 Eastern time, fresh out of the opening night of Twisters here at Regal. Now, what I will say about this movie was I was very excited about this movie. I thought it was going to be good, and I will openly admit that it lived up to the hype. For me, I thought the movie was done very well. It was an exciting movie with a lot of action, so you really didn't know what was going to happen around the corner. So you really saw Kate, who is really one of the main characters of the film, and what her role is in chasing the tornadoes in Oklahoma. Then you see Tyler Owens come into play. Tyler Owens and Kate really don't get along, but they do get along. The bond there is very good. Now, the one thing I will say that I did not like, or a character I did not like, is Javi. Even at the end, if you've watched this film and you're looking through it, Javi is not one of my favorite characters. He is somebody that just kind of turns into, I really don't know the word, to say the least, but I'm going to keep it PG on this channel. But he is somebody that does not look for things in a good way. He wants trouble, it seems, but he's also very sneaky. Now, the one thing I will say about this film was there were two specific scenes, which I will not spoil anything if you plan on seeing it, that I wasn't a fan of, really just because it felt that the graphics and the whole animation of those scenes were overdone. So it kind of left me sitting here going, does that really need to be done that way? Now, the one thing also that kind of stands out in this film is the ending with, you see Tyler Owens, you see Kate, you see her mom, you start to see all of these things come together, but the ending makes you really question, will there be a part 2? Is this the end? And no, that is not a spoiler. That's just like every movie where you're sitting there going, will there be another part? Now, there will ultimately be the comparisons to Twister versus Twisters. And really seeing both, I watched Twister in school. The one thing I will say is they're really not comparable. Obviously, in this one, you're still looking at science, but I feel like you are more geared towards the polarization of catching tornadoes. So I feel like here is where you see that it's really becoming a popular thing. And you see like Tyler Owens and his YouTube channel. You see a lot of different aspects to it that I feel like don't fit the original Twister. Now, when it's all said and done, I think this movie will be one of my favorites of the year. I do not believe, it may crack the top 5, but for me, it is a top 10 movie of the year. I felt like the action in it was good. The characters were really good. Even Ben, if you watch this film and see the reporter, he is hilarious. And so really when I'm looking at this, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Now, if you have not seen it, I highly recommend seeing it during opening weekend. I give this movie a 4.8 out of 5. I know the early reviews have been okay for some. People love it. But then there's also people that want to be very critical. I am not one of those people. I felt this movie was done great. On Regal, I've already ordered posters for it through my rewards, and it's something that I plan to see again. So if you plan on seeing Twisters, I highly recommend it. It is a film that I feel like a lot of people will enjoy, but please don't go into it with the assumption that it's going to be exactly like the original Twister. So if you're going into it like that, please understand there is the more modernization of the technology, but also the modernization of how and why they are trying to wrangle the characters. So just please keep that in mind. Like I said, 4.8, 4.9 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. So go out and see it, and I will see you guys in the next video.